Hey, great Thursday evening. Ay, vendo como loco. It's kind of crazy, pero my day goes by so trippy. Sorry, guys. Estaba setting up the YouTube one. There. Erasmo, mi pastor. Del Fierro del Biden. Buenos días, buenos días. Preocupe. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Why don't you be? Why won't you be? Oh, well, please, won't you be my neighbor? Can you see my forehead? ¿Cómo se está descarapelando? We didn't know the word yesterday. We sure know the word today. Descarapelando. Descarapelando is what I was saying. Descarapelando. I do cream, le echo crema para que cuando se descarapele, the new Spanish word, cuando se descarapele, este, it doesn't corta, because sometimes it'll cut the skin. Isn't that trippy how when you're sunburned and you start to do that, you see that? Ando pinto. Sometimes if you le raspas, it pulls the skin. Me entró, este, me entró. Me entró crema dentro de la nariz. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Handsome, looking very nice. Thank you. Actually, I have most of my coats here at the office. I was sharing last night with Ida and Ida Beldano and Vero Borrego from AOBE, how a lot of people still think that I literally live in my office. I do not live in the office. Así para que me tape el descarapelamiento. Descarapelamiento. I don't literally live in the office, guys. It just feels like I live at the office. I was here till like 11:15 last night. We had a quick conversation after last night's show. Good show last night, too. Let me say, it was awesome. They had a conversation afterwards as the next steps type of situation, guys, and what we need to do. One of the things that I made mention last night that I really hold very, very dear is, guys, we need to continue to unite. And one of the things that I hope that we can do is continue to, uh, to inform other individuals in the community of what the hell is going on. Um, this community needs us. It needs us, the people, the we the people, to be out there and informing individuals of what is going on in regards to the blatant corruption here in the city. Think of it. I was seeing. I was seeing the Brownsville Herald. I actually shared the Brownsville Herald story this morning. I want to feel sorry for the Herald guys. As crazy as it may sound, I literally want to feel sorry for him. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, my man. Good to see you, Anelda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to feel sorry for the Brownsville Herald, but in the story, they contradict each other. It's crazy. He says, at the end of the presentation, May 18th, by firms and lawyers that submitted requests for qualifications for BISD legal contract, O'Hanlon ranked first on the board's competitive bidding process. However, the board awarded the bid to Walsh Gallegos. It's not true. It's completely not true. No, it is a day late actually, but it's aparte de ello, it's not true. O'Hanlon did not rank first. Walsh and Gallegos came out first. Again, I feel bad for the Herald. Pobrecitos, no, pobrecitos. It's kind of a sad situation. Este, we have no news media here locally that actually goes out there and informs people of what's going on. The closest thing we have here in the city of Brownsville in regards to news media, I would dare say, is Channel 5 News. And again, I've said it before, and I'm going to say this again. I am a big fan of Mr. Rudy Mireles. And again, guys, where other reporters out there, other journalists would have issues with Erasmo Castro, I have absolutely no issues with Mr. Rudy Mireles. Again, a very savvy individual, on point. And I think one of the things that he shared was his military background, and you could tell muy respetuoso, and goes for the jugular. And I like people that go for the jugular. I want individuals that go for the meat, go for the substance. And I'll say this, and it may sound like a little bit I self-serving, but guys, one of the things that I think you all that come here regularly have learned is how full of crap a lot of people are. Let me say, when we enter into a campaign like to run for office, guys, I make mention when I ran for BISD the first time, it was against Lucy, Laura, I can't remember, and Kathy. And I think Lucy was in that fight. No, miento. Uh, the second time I ran for BISD, it was Carlos Elizondo, Otis Powers, myself, and Lucy. I can't remember Miss Lucy's last name. Nothing against her, but me dio mucha risa because she made mention. She says we stepped out of that when we did the ballot to what place on the ballot, and it was us four in that race. And she goes, "Well, guys." Yeah. She told myself. She goes, I'm not running against you." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" She goes, "Oh, I'm running against the incumbent." And I said, "Miss Lucy, that's not the way it works with me. With me, if you decide to run against me, you are my enemy. And I know it says love your enemies, and I may love them, but I said, I take no prisoners. I go for the jugular. I'm going to show meat because I want my people to be able to sink their teeth in meat, something substantial, not tofu." Uh, Mayor Trey Mendez, and that little clique of his up there, they're tofu. Tofu. Prime A, grade A steak, baby. Sink your teeth into this. But you get what I'm saying, right? Guys, you got to go for the jugular. You got to go for the substance. And what happens is that then these people, when they try to fight you, like a lot of my opponents, then they go for the cheap shots, like the stuff that's unsubstantiated, like that imbecile that posted on my page. Oh, well, child molestation and pedophilia and all this other crap. I go like, okay, sure, show me one document, something. Show me meat. Show me the substance. Show me the meat. Because if it's just blah 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 on social media or on blogs, that's tofu, guys. Tofu. Nothing against tofu. I mean, I can't say that I like tofu. I just don't completely dislike tofu. especially when it's marinated with other seasonings, because that's what tofu does. It absorbs a lot of the flavor for that's what is around it. It absorbs it, tofu. And you could have tofu that tastes like uh, buffalo chicken. It's the same thing with the mayor and that clique. They've hung around with crap so much, they've absorbed that taste of crap. They are crap. They become crap. But again, guys, you go into the race, you go for the meat, you go for the jugular. And I appreciate that from journalists. And I appreciate Mr. Rudy Mireles. That guy goes for the meat. You know, no pussyfooting around. He goes for the meat. I hope that's not a bad word. He goes for the jugular, and I can appreciate that, guys. It's a man that has cojones, and females that have cojones. I don't mean actual cojones. I mean gravitas, guts. I can appreciate that. I can't stand cowards. Do not have stomach for cowards, and I will not eat tofu. Meat, jugular, substance. That's why, folks, when I post something, I want it to be as factual as possible. And I'll interject my opinion every so often in the matter, guys. And as you know, that I will have, and I will continue to do so. But it has to have substance. Substance. There's got to be something to it. And that's why a lot of folks say, "Oh, well, that's what some of the stuff you post, some of the posts I share are other people's opinions who have issues in regards to sharing because of fear of retaliation." Okay, I understand that, guys. I understand that, completely understand it. And I don't mind individuals who are out there going to be supporting us quietly. I'm okay with that too. I just need to hear it from you every so often. I cannot stop talking about Rudy Mireles' meat. Mike, why did they do better reporting? A little more investigation. My God, it was so horrible. So horrible. They should have found out why this was controversial with policy and legal verbiage. They should have. The Herald's consistent accuracies misled the public into thinking there is not a problem when there is a huge problem. The story is so vanilla. Vanilla. It's tofu, guys. It's tofu. It doesn't really tell you anything. Plus, the information that they added there was a lot of BS. It's a lot of crap. Come on, Roswell Herald. Don't make it that easy for me. Hola, apo, all good morning, good morning. Good morning, Erasmo. Finally, a break from all these dang surgeries. ¿Cómo están, raza? Mario, where have you been, Papa? Do you think Rudy Mireles would investigate this issue? Uh, if people reach out to him, maybe he'll consider it. I like Rudy Mireles, but again, I don't bother him too much. I know he's very, very busy, but it's different. If you all reach out to him, it'd be different than if I reach out to him, because I don't want him to think it's an Erasmo thing. I want him to know that it is a community thing. So if y'all would contact him, that'd be great. Can you stop talking about Rudy Mireles' meat? He's a good-looking guy. Good-looking man. Good-looking man. Herald's, me da flojera, no me cheer up. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, guys, that's why, like with Baltasar Salazar's contract, I submitted open records requests. Why didn't the Herald do the same? Why didn't they ask for the scorecards? Why? Why wasn't that more in-depth investigation? And I'll share Brownsville Herald, if y'all are listening, which that Laura Martinez chick always is, if y'all are listening, I'll send you the open records request documents that I received from them. Because the difference, Laurita Martinez and Brownsville Herald, Gary Long, is that I give my people meat. You give tofu. They say they're healthier, but I'm more delicious. Sink your teeth into me. What's the name of the spicy strawberry jam? Um, Serendipity jellies. Serendipity jellies. You could Facebook search it, and they are local. Delicious. Try the raspberry jalapeno and the mango habanero. I think it's mango habanero. Delish. I still have some right there. Riquísimos. Serendipity jelly. Oh, that's what I was forgetting. Serendipity jelly, guys. Is Baltazar the attorney? Does he have a sorry record for an attorney? Yes. I think he had 13 cases, only won like two or three. So why the hell is he getting paid for if he sucks on winning? Because he put money into the pockets of board members. It's that simple. And then the board members, he made them do. My nutter butter fell on my privates. And then he makes board members do things that they know they shouldn't be doing. Guys, no board member should be out there approaching the vendor. Denise Garza, Denise La Muerta de Hambre Garza, out there approaching a vendor. Just started and oh so corrupt. Crazy. Good morning, Amelida. Good morning. Thank you. No! I still can't find my damn butter cookie waffles. Aren't they amazing? The truth, Lynn, is that I'm like a Cub Scout, Boy Scout. Always be prepared. So I have at least two brand new packages of those matcha waffle butter cookies. I have them right there. But I passed by the counter and I found Nutter Butters. I refound Nutter Butters. Nutter Butters are amazing, guys. And I'm not getting paid to promote, but Nutter Butters are awesome. I have a thing for cookies. Have y'all noticed that? Had Veronica Borrego on last night. Veronica Borrego is Bradley Freeman's mom. And Veronica Borrego knows that I stalk her son. I love me some Bradley Freeman. Amazing kid. Amazing. I love him. And very, very proud. It's kind of weird, but that's one of the benefits of being Erasmo Castro, guys, that I get to see a lot of the different accomplishments from a lot of our folk here in Brownsville, and I have learned to appreciate. And again, the reason that I maintain is so informed in regards to the happenings of Brownsville is because I have such an extensive news feed. So every so often I'm out there going through the news feed and I see all these amazing accomplishments. And I do my best to try to say felicidades, congratulations, thumbs up, happy anniversary, happy birthday to as many people as I can. And with that said, sometimes I'll miss out on some events or some folks. So no me la tomen a mal, just I have a big one. And big page, and sometimes it's just not as easy as a lot of people may think in regards to keeping up with it. But I do my best. But that's why I've appreciated Bradley Freeman since he performed in Aladdin. I think that was the first time I saw him, and I think I saw him at a play at Camille. Not too sure, but let me say one of the things that I've shared with my people here in Brownsville is, guys, I am a patron of the fine arts. I'm literally, and I could show you guys. Literally going to Guadalajara this next week, and I'm going to a couple of concerts. I'm looking for some heavy metal, rock and roll venues. Yo soy rockero. I heavy metal is in my blood. I love anything and everything from Sepultura, Slayer, Metallica, Typo Negative, Black Sabbath, of course, Pink Floyd. I'm crazy about Pink Floyd. But I've gone to crazy concerts, guys. I've gone to Scorpions. I've seen Battle of the Bands. I've seen Ozzy Osbourne 6 times. I love me some Ozzy Osbourne. This morning and last night, I was just listening to System of a Down. Toxicity, our city, our city. As the I like the hard. I like it hard. ¿Qué te pasa, calabaza? Hola, Snoopy. Nutter butters. Nothing better than nutter butter. Nothing better than butter butter. Nothing better than butter butter. Nothing better than butter butter. Nutter butter. Yum. Last night, yesterday, I shared that I was going to share my experience with the Lanken Funeral Home. Guys, they're horrible. Horrible. Please go to other funeral homes, guys. There's Darling Mauser. My friend Steven is the director there. Amazing young man. Sunset, the Ortiz family. Guys, great service, guys. The workers that work at Trevino, the ladies there, amazing folk. Del Angel on McDavid, horrible. Horrible customer service, guys. Horrible. And I'll explain myself. There's no empathy. It's like for a lot of us that donde cuando te pagan antes de que produzcas el producto, it doesn't feel as good. I'll give you an example. Steven was a royal knight. Let me tell you, Steven is amazing. I love Steven. A great, 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 great man. Good morning. Good morning. Great show last night. It was great. It was fun. Good morning. Good morning. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Can't picture you as a heavy metal fan. Ooh! Guys, Panteon also did punk with DRI. Guys, I love heavy metal, man. So what happens with with what happens with Del Angel is that I think because they've been there for a while, they think that they don't need to care about customer service. So a lot of people were sharing que cuando te quieren vender algo, they're very attentive. Oh, they're calling and they care about you and they do chit chat. Cuando te quieren vender algo. Once you've already bought from them, guys, they don't care. This last February, we had a death at our church. And I shared it here with you all. I preached at it. I actually shared that as well at the funeral service. Pero Erasmo Lopez, one of our members that had been there for like 50 years at the congregation, guys. 50 years. Pues, we took care of we mostly took care of the funeral arrangements, you know, because he had been with us for such a long time. We tried to get a hold of his kids, of his children, and they could not get a hold of him, despite the fact that I think his son was on one of my shows, came out and commented. Couldn't find them. Pero pues he passed away. We, as a church, we had some plots separated, for emergency situations. And again, only for emergency situations. We I tell people, guys, if you die on my watch, I'm going to cremate you. I think cremating is just the best route. But anyway, but we had this lot, so we were going to use it. It's here at El Angel. So we went with Trevino Funeral Home. Trevino did the service because again, it was already part of the deal. They did the service. We paid Trevino, and then we had to pay Del Angel for opening and closing, opening and closing. Y hasta eso, they wanted to charge us the most expensive. But some friends of mine that work the funeral home business, and they told me, said, Erasmo, be careful. They're going to want, the Lancan is going to want to screw you with the most expensive thing. All you need is the least expensive thing, And I said, oh, pues con ganas, the least expensive thing. And I did. And again, como que del Angel, we're like, oh, well, okay. So it was still $1,645. $1,645, which we produced a check for from the church. So when I go to try and talk to them back in February, that the counselor that they had, damn rude. And I said, no, I don't come here to be treated, to be mistreated, to be spoken to as a child. I come here because we have paid for a service. We are in need of that service. We already paid for it. O sea, while they're trying to get you, all nice and friendly, once you've paid, screw you. So I said, no, 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 no. No vengo a tener problemas con ustedes. So I asked for a different counselor, and the other counselor was okay. It was good. No se los tomé en cuenta. You want to think, give them the benefit of the doubt. The person had a bad day, was tripping, PMS, something. So I didn't mention it, guys. This is in February. Well, we bury Hermano Lopez. Then FEMA comes out saying that they want to reimburse for deaths of individual, funeral expenses. And if anyone was not aware of that, guys, they're offering monies for funeral expenses that you've made since January 2020 to the present if the person passed away from COVID. Hermano Lopez passed away from COVID. He didn't get it at church. He got it at the hospital or the nursing home, rehab place. Did not get it at church, guys. Passed away from COVID. That he got in one of these facilities, not at church, because no one at our congregation, guys, hasta este momento, knock on wood, no one at our congregation has succumbed or has gotten COVID-19. It's kind of a funny deal, but we didn't stop worshiping, guys. I think some of y'all remember that I said we're not going to stop worship. We never missed a Sunday service ever. No Zoom, in-house. No one got COVID-19. There were some members that actually decided to stay home because of the judge's orders They got COVID-19. I don't mean to laugh that they got COVID-19, but the irony, they're staying away from the church building because they're afraid to contract COVID-19. The ones that continue to worship no COVID-19, but those people that were afraid COVID-19. And I think it has to do with something that I've shared. I've been consistent in sharing. Guys, do not live in fear. Do not live in fear. Be cautious. Do not live in fear. So, Brother Lopez passes away from COVID-19. FEMA's offering the money to reimburse. So I said, yeah. I mean, I have all the receipts. I did all the arrangements. I went to Trevino, and his brother did as well. Wally, I love Wally. He knows that. Wally did as well. Wally helped out, but I was the one that took a brunt of the going back and forth in representing the church. Wally representing the family, which is great, 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 great. And but we work well together. So what happens is, guys, like was FEMA's offering the reimbursement on the monies paid, and again, uh, I'm not saying that the family didn't help out in any way, but the greater part of it was paid off by the church, which is okay. Again, no complaints. But then FEMA is offering this money to reimburse this money. So I submit the receipts, guys. I had all the receipts. I submit the receipts, and the receipt from Del Angel doesn't mention what the $1,645 were spent on. It doesn't mention it. So when I submitted to FEMA, I explained the 1645 were for the opening and closing. FEMA calls me yesterday while I was having lunch with Laura Perez Reyes. FEMA calls me yesterday. And of course, I took the call because we want the money. I want the money. So they take the call, and I tell them, I said, yeah, sure. Well, the only thing is that for that 1645, if you could send us something from the funeral home that says what it was for. It's like Trevino charges like, I think it's 4,300, 4,600. I have the receipts here. But it says funeral expense. It says it down there for Erasmo Lopez. Del Angel did not. So I called them. I said, hey guys, they're asking us for this, and the lady, well, at 3:30, because she's not here. So I call back at 3:30. I think Jessica Cruz got to see that little phone call conversation. Call at 3:30, and I said, just need something that says that money was spent on opening and closing. Well, we can't get that for you. I said, excuse me? Can't get that for you. And we're like, well, why? It's just explaining what the money that we paid you was for. Now, take into consideration, guys, why it ticks me off. Because there's going to be other people that are going to be asking them for the same thing. So instead of saying, hey, man, this is an opportunity to get ready for the people that have passed away, they're going to be asking for the same thing. Get something ready for all these people. Help the people out that have already used your service. But, oh, no. Oh, we can't help you. Very short. And I said, let me explain to you. Not interrupting. I go, like, we're not going to get anywhere this way. I think her name was Lulu or something. We're not going to get anywhere this way. Let me speak, you listen, and then you speak, and I'll listen. No, well, we can't do it. I said, like, let me speak to your manager. So I said, he's in a meeting. He can't talk to you. I said, I'll be right there. And I hung up. And I got my pretty little butt in that beautiful little small huevo car. And I drove myself to the funeraria. And I asked to speak to the manager. And I spoke with someone who was the manager, and he set me up with another one of these counselors. Explained to the counselor guy. I said, guys, this is all I need. That's all I'm asking for. I mean, I'm not asking you for your firstborn child. Just want a damn piece of paper that says what the $1,645 were spent on. That's all I want. Clarification in regards to the receipt that we paid with one of our checks. And so, okay, well, Miss Castro is the one, my mom, is on the account, so we'd have to give it to her. We're like, I have the receipt. It says Iglesia de Cristo, but that's fine. I said, okay. I'm still trying to be okay about it. I said, okay. Call Alicia de Castro. I call her right in front of him, and he says, Miss Castro, mom says, sí, lo que él diga. Dejen, él sabe lo que estoy entiende. Lo que él diga, eso es. I said, well, she needs to come pick it up. And I said, okay. Okay. So then Mama calls me, me acaba de hablar el señor. Again, after I came back to the office. And I said, ¿qué le dijo? Dice que está a nombre del hermano de Erasmo López. And I said, well, yeah, because he talked to them. But we have the receipt where we paid for it. I didn't want to fight anymore. I said, screw these people. That's when I put up my post. I said, horrible customer service. Horrible customer service. O sea, no tienen tacto para tratar a las personas. They don't. You can't speak to them on the phone. Even if you go in person, it's kind of like you're going to their home turf. So it's difficult because I wanted to go like, are y'all nuts? But there's people around me that are mourning. So you're at a disadvantage because you could leave there upset. But it might trigger some other families that are mourning their loss. So it's their home turf. So you're basically screwed. The Lanka really blew it. They could have helped you, and you would probably have shared with the viewers how kind and helpful they were. Free advertising, but and you know what? No, that and you're right. But my issue is if they're going to do that to me, who has a platform and who they know is very hocicón, can you imagine what they're going to do to anybody else that doesn't? Again, guys, when they want your business, they're going to be kind and sweet. If you need something other from them, they're going to kick you in the nuts. They don't care. So screw the Lanka guys. Go to Sunset. Go to Sunset. Go to Darling Mauser. Go to Garza. Go to Delta. Go to Trevino. Avoid the Angel. Screw them. Screw them. And do you have a property with them already? Ni modo. Keep the property. Just don't use their service anymore. Screw them. Because at the end of the day, all you are is money for them. And I have never had that experience ever in the years dealing with Trevino funeral homes. The one over there by Old Port Isabel Road. I've never dealt with the one here on Southmost, but the one on Old Port Isabel Road, guys. The ladies that work there, top notch, very respectful. very kind and considerate. Again, Darling Mauser, guys. Darling Mauser with Steven Haley, I think his last name is Haley. Let me tell you, Darling Mauser, man, amazing. Never had an issue with Delta. Never had an issue with Garza. Never. I was actually at Delta on last week. Yeah, last week. I was at Delta last week when Joe Gomez passed away. Um, I got there a little bit late because I was in Matamoros. It was Tuesday, and it was kind of cute because I get there and Lucy was there. I love Lucy, and his daughters were there, and his wife was there. And I got there 15 minutes before they closed. Again, acto de presencia. And I said, Lucy, I'm so sorry. I'm here for you. And she goes, oh, thank you for coming. And I said, she goes, will you say some words? And I'm going like, now? And she says, yeah, will you say some words? And I said, yeah, because guys, este, you have to say some words. And I prefer to prepare, but guys, I can speak on the spot. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I can hold a conversation most of the time. Not all the time. Sometimes last night, actually on last night's show, I, I was really struggling a little bit. And I don't know if y'all can notice sometimes when I'm struggling to have conversations with you all. Sometimes I struggle, guys. And in those moments, I'll want to say, let's cut it short. But most of the time, I could do some speaking. So she says, can you say some words? And I said, yeah, sure. So I'm very, very proud. I'm very, very proud that she asked. I'm very, 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 very proud to have been able to speak at Joe's funeral. Joe was a great guy. Joe was a great guy and a true supporter of Erasmo Castro. And I like supporters. Ah, I'm taking off la esta que me regaló mi ex amigo Martín Sarkis. Mi ex amigo. Ya no me pela el vato. I was debating whether to get an ankle bracelet. An ankle bracelet. And I actually bought one today. I don't even remember what I bought, but it should be in tomorrow. But my ankles are not that thick. They are. I try to put this on my ankle. Oh, God. It doesn't go thin. What the hell was I thinking? My ankle bracelet. I wonder if this will fit. Guys, guys, and it's not gonna fit either. Oh yeah, it doesn't fit. Me da mucha risa porque I'm going to tear this. Me da mucha risa because I've been wanting to get. Oh, I wasn't even able to put it on. I wanted to get an ankle bracelet because it's I wanted to get an ankle bracelet because the uh, the guy that did the snorkeling with us had one on, and it looked kind of cool. Pero la otra no me entró. How do you use an ankle bracelet with socks? Very carefully, I guess. Nomás a mí se me ocurre tal estupidez. Now I got an ankle bracelet, but you can't see my ankles because because they put on my socks. But I was wearing chanclas at the Cabo San Lucas, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to have an ankle bracelet. Sunset is super kind to carry people worth the money. Yeah, Sunset is great. I love Mr. Ortiz family. Good morning, my handsome friend. Glad you're back from vacation. ¿Qué pasó with the Angel? I'm late. I'm off. They're horrible. You can rewatch it. Sounds like the city mayor, 100%. Again, they're all nice and kind when they want you to vote them into office. Once they're in, it's like, screw you. ¿Quién eres? What a simple request to type in the breakdown to expenses and the invoice and reprint. What you requested was not a big deal. Sorry you had a bad experience. I won't be going there. And, it was all a matter of just give me a little paper that says this money was used for the opening and closing of something. I don't know if es el pozo or what it is, but something about opening and closing. And that's where my friends, some funeral phone friends said, Erasmo, don't let them sell you the no sé qué, have them sell you the plastic one because there's a plastic one that's really cheap. And I said, yeah, I like that. It was a really simple request, but they screwed that up. So my concern is, what if I had a much harder request? It's World Bicycle Day. According to the city of Brownsville, ride your worries away by riding your bike across town. It's on their post. I can't. No puedo. I can't believe this. Guys, are we in the stupidest city in the world or what? Sure, you don't have a good paying job. Our zoo's going to crap. There's brush everywhere. Hasn't been picked up. Your electricity rates are sky high. We just stole 135 million of your dollars. Ride a bike. Oh my lord. We have the stupidest elected officials in the world, guys, here in Brownsville, Texas. But I'm not blaming them. They're just money hungry. Not blaming them. Blaming the people that didn't go out and vote. Stephen Bailey. Bailey. I said Haley, my bad. With Darling Mauser, top notch customer service. Yeah, I love him. I actually think I might have a crush on him. Great guy. Trevino, Delta, Darling, never had a problem. Delta went way out and beyond. Yeah, let me tell you, guys, I've never had issues with him either. It's only been Del Angel, Del Angel, Del Angel, Del Angel. It's like a constant. Del Angel, Del Angel, Del Angel. Why? I don't get it. Treviños and Southmost have very nice, caring people working there. When my mom passed away, they were so helpful. Yeah, I never dealt with Trevino on Southmost. I've dealt with the ladies that work at Trevino on Old Port Isabel. Amazing, great job, ladies. Trevino, Port Isabel, top notch. Rose says Trevino on Southmost, top notch, great job. Del Angel sucks. Trying to get the shade. Del Angel sucks. Del Angel sucks. I totally understand that. I'm sorry, but Juan Sierra with Garza Funeral Home is the best. Many years of experience. You only knew it's not just the customer service; it's the involvement as well. Juan Sierra, Garza Funeral Home, and again, I've never had issues with any of these funeral homes. And in the business that we're in the business that we're in, which is the church business, guys, we deal with a lot of funeral homes. Never had an issue with Garza Funeral Home. Amazing. Never had an issue with Delta. Never had an issue with Trevino. Never had an issue with Darling Mauser. Never. Never. Del Angel sucks. Guys, avoid Del Angel. Avoid Del Angel. Para que se les quite. Let them hurt a little bit. You know? El problema is they need to hurt. They need to lose customers to other funeral homes so that, they'll up their game in regards to service, guys. Because during those times, no one wants to have to deal with this crap. I mean, it's not. I wish that we could do that with PUB. We can't. We're screwed, PUB. You and Jimmy getting matching bracelets now? I love Jimmy. Jimmy! Con tu risa haces que uno ande de buen humor. Hay que ser alegres, que tengas y tengamos todos un día bendecido. Amén. Juan Alberto, Dios te cuide, Dios te bendiga, papá. Muchas bendiciones. Did you need an extender? I actually put the one of the ankle bracelets on. I'm not sure when I'm going to be using it because I always wear shoes, but I have chanclas here at the office and I have chanclas at home. And this last trip to Los Cabos, again, I was admiring the ankle bracelet that Luis, our snorkeling guy, had. And I said, gotta get me some of those. Why not? May is bike month, my lord. Proclamations. The recent rains have brought out the potholes in my neighborhood. Ride my bike. And can you imagine andar bicycling con todos los zancudos that are in town? No, but shut up. Those mendigos zancuders, skeezers, ride a bike and lose weight. Fall in the pothole. Estoy parado en un semáforo y me estoy riendo y la gente se me queda viendo y pensando que este vato está bien loco. Así andaba yo también ayer cuando me pescó esta Rosie del carro. Ride your bike, put on lots of off. Sancudero. Stay with local funeral homes. Sunset is a franchise. A Sunset is I thought Sunset was owned by the Ortiz family. I know the Ortiz family. I didn't know it was a franchise. I thought it was their own, but I'm not sure. But yes, guys, Delta, Garza, Trevino, great options. Avoid the Ángel. My sister-in-law works at Trevino, great person, Maria Eloisa Martinez. Let me tell you, if she works out there at the old Port Isabel, Raquel, amazing. I mean, had absolutely no issues whatsoever. They explained everything. They sat you down. They gave me coffee. And besides that, guys, they did their best to say, hey, save on this, save on that, do it this way. Great. If she works out there, I met her in February, and I told them actually, are you not watching my show? Me la saludas mucho, Raquel. Ride a bike. Speaker has bikes behind her. Probably talking to audience of 0. No one is going to be riding their bike. Sandbags today. Let's see how that goes. Yes, guys. City of Brownsville is giving out sandbags today. Great job. Great job. Great job. Ankle bracelets don't go over socks, or it will don't go. It will need to be longer. It can break. No, I actually put it under the sock. Ah! I just put it on right now. Is it true the city is in charge of streets inside the cemetery? I asked at Roselawn, and they don't fix them. They say it's the city in charge. Their streets are ugly. ¿Sabes qué, Rose? Maybe. I don't see how the streets inside the funeral homes are city because I just don't see how. I don't think so because that whole chunk of land is Rose Lawn, and the roads are for people to. It's almost if you have your own property, and you have this driveway that goes up to your home, and I mean it's the owner's road. I don't think so. I think they're just not telling the truth. They're just trying to blame somebody else. And they've learned well from elected officials. They blame somebody else for their mishaps. Have a good day today, darling, 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 darling. Yes, she does. I will. Sí. Me la saludas mucho. María Eloísa Martínez, gracias por tus atenciones. Gracias por ser muy gentil y tener excelente servicio al cliente. No como del ángel. Del ángel sucks. Gotcha. Good morning, Mark. Guys, my hour is up. Been here for an hour. Guys, have a great, great day. Don't have much work to do today. I've caught up with all my work. So if anyone has any pending business that we need to finish off, come by today. I'll be here most of the day, probably watching Netflix or something. Guys, have a great, great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, guys. Guys, continue to share the page, like the page if you're on YouTube. Guys, be good to each other. See you at 9 o'clock tonight. Guys, be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. Hasta pronto.